Here we presents the top 5 best streaming devices. Starting at number 5, Roku Ultra. Yes, should you be wondering, we have another Roku device on the list. As a matter of fact, even the last device of this roundup is going to be something from Roku. No, we're not being paid by the company, we are just letting people know that Roku has served as one of the best brands when it comes to streaming devices in the market, especially when it comes to having so many devices for so many people. The Roku Ultra is more of a premium and more expensive streaming device that is available in the market. In case you are not already aware, the device is made for streaming 4K and HDR content. However, keep in mind that the content is still somewhat uncommon in the modern day and age. Another great thing about the Roku Ultra is that it comes with an optical audio output, meaning that you can use your old receivers with this modern hardware without any issues whatsoever. Something that we really admire. As for the downside, the only downside is something that we faced in almost all the Roku devices. Some of the apps in the ecosystem look really good and polished, while the others are not as good. So, keeping that in mind. For more information and price, check out the product links in description. At number 4, Google Chromecast Audio. It's pretty safe to say that everyone is aware of the fact that streaming isn't something that's only limited to videos. As a matter of fact, you can stream audio too, and that is something a lot of people actually prefer. This is the exact reason why Google came up with the Google Chromecast Audio, built on the same foundation that made the original Chromecast such a huge success. The Google Chromecast Audio also supports multi-room music playback, digital, as well as analog outputs. The Chromecast Audio also supports Google Home along with the voice commands, so you can actually ask the Chromecast Audio to stream your favorite tracks without really having to do it yourself. Keep in mind that the Chromecast Audio is basically a streaming device that is built for streaming audio. It's inexpensive, easy to use, and works with the majority of devices in the market. In simpler words, it gets the job done, as long as the tasks you're throwing at it are compatible. So, keeping that in mind, we honestly don't have a lot to complain. Sure, there are some downsides like limited support for non-Android devices, but if you do own an Android device, it shouldn't be any issue. Halfway of my listed number 3, Roku Premiere. Not a lot of people know, but when it comes to streaming media, there aren't many companies that are as good as Roku, or even come close to the reputation that the company has amassed for the past few years. For those who don't know, Roku has been in the business since 2002, and in case you are wondering about the weird name, Roku is a Japanese word which means 6, and the number 6 represents Roku, the 6th company that was started by the CEO. In case you are wondering, it even has native support for Amazon streaming services, meaning that you can stream from whatever source you want without any issues whatsoever. Moving on, another important thing that you need to know is that the Roku Premiere Plus comes with a fully fledged remote control as well, something that a lot of other devices in the market don't have. Another great thing is that Roku's ecosystem is one of the most fleshed out ecosystems we have had the chance to see. It offers a lot more content and apps than the competition, and has its own interface as well, making it a lot easier for the users to navigate through them. With so many positive aspects, we tried really hard to look for some deal breakers, but couldn't come across any. Roku has made sure that their device provides the best of both worlds without really breaking the customer's bank. The only real downside we came across was that some of the apps weren't as polished as compared to the other counterparts. For more information and price, check out the product links in description. Coming in at number 2, Google Chromecast Ultra. We admitted that the original Google Chromecast is definitely an amazing streaming device. We've praised it for its speedy streaming capabilities, clever design, and a really pocket-friendly price tag. However, if you're someone who needs more than just full HD streaming, and you still want Google's trusted name with you, then you have come to the right place. Say hello to the Google Chromecast Ultra. It's made by Google. It's built on the same foundation as the original Chromecast. However, it comes with a number of very noticeable improvements, making it a worthy successor for those who are looking for the extra oomph. However, it's important to keep in mind that there are some very obvious downsides that we wish weren't there. For starters, the Chromecast Ultra doesn't have support for Amazon Instant Video, something that was missing from the original as well. There's no remote control, and last but not the least, there's no interface whatsoever. The entire device is controlled using the Google Home app. If you're okay with these caveats, and you're looking for a cheap streaming device that can stream in 4K with HDR, then the Google Chromecast Ultra is the way to go. And number 1. Apple TV 4th generation. Apple has always been known as a company who's done a great many things in the tech industry, and while they're considered mavericks by a lot of people, the fact that they dedicate themselves towards their devices and make sure that they do as much as possible is nothing short of admiring. Today, we are going to be looking at the 4th generation of Apple TV, something that's way more sophisticated and a lot better than the previous generations as well. The concept of Apple TV is to make sure that it acts like a hub for all the entertainment channels that are available in the market. However, you need to keep in mind that not everything's good with Apple TV. For starters, Siri is not as good as it is on the other Apple devices. Apple's own amount of content isn't that much, and while the Bluetooth remote is certainly pretty fancy, it needs some work in order to become relevant. All in all, in a world where every other company's trying to create the perfect streaming device, Apple TV is just another competitor. It gets a lot of things right, but at the same time, there are a lot of caveats as well. I have included these product link in the description. You can check out this link for more information and latest price. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit the like button, share with your friends, and be sure to subscribe.